Hello, and welcome to Biblical Scrolls, where we take a deeper dive into the hard to interpret, the obscure, or even the misinterpreted passages of Scripture. We will also look at apocryphal and pseudepigraphal texts and other historical manuscripts. We'll be using a variety of sources, so if you're committed to just one version of the Bible, this channel may not be for you. Now let's dig into today's passage. Your pastor is not your ultimate spiritual authority. That position belongs to Jesus Christ alone. In this video, I'm going to show you some scripture that many pastors twist and misapply in order to lord over and control their people. Let's start with Hebrews 13:17 in the Revised Standard Version. 13:17, it says, "Obey your leaders and submit to them, for they are keeping watch over your souls and will give an account. Let them do this with joy and not with sighing, for that would be harmful to you." Now, false teachers love this verse, but in the original language, it means something different than how we are told to apply it. The Greek word peitho is the word for obey here, which is not the usual word used for obey. Its meaning is to be persuaded by your leaders. And the word submit there is not the usual word for submit. It's humpiko, which means to yield. So what the author of Hebrews is saying is that the church should be persuaded by the leader's biblical arguments, not obey blindly because of a title. Christ is the sole head of the church, not any man. So an example of a false elder or leader would be someone who makes up their own rules, not found in Scripture. Examples would be things like who to marry, how to dress, or what songs to listen to. Now let's move over to 1 Peter 5. Let's read verses 1 through 4. And it says, "Now as an elder myself and a witness of the sufferings of Christ, as well as one who shares in the glory to be revealed, I exhort the elders among you to tend to the flock of God that is in your charge, exercising the oversight, not under compulsion, but willingly, as God would have you do it, not for sordid gain, but eagerly. Do not lord it over those in your charge, but be examples to the flock. And when the chief shepherd appears, you will win the crown of glory that never fades away. In the same way, you who are younger must accept the authority of the elders, and all of you must clothe yourself with humility in your dealings with one another. For God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble." So the author of 1 Peter says that he was a witness to Christ's sufferings. So obviously this does not apply to anyone today, 2,000 years later, as we were not present at the crucifixion. But speaking to the elders, he says not to lord over their people, not under compulsion, but willingly, not for your own gain, but be an example. Lead by example. Your pastor should be modeling Jesus Christ, the chief shepherd. And really, your pastor should not be riding solo either. There needs to be elders and a check and balance. Not hand-picked yes men, but spiritual leaders who have an opinion and speak for themselves. In Matthew, Jesus says, your leaders should be servants or ministers, not lords. 1 Peter 5:5 says, and let's read it again, "In the same way, you who are younger must accept the authority of the elders, and all of you must clothe yourself with humility in your dealings with one another. For God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble." So all you should be submissive to one another, including your leadership. God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. You should be willing to listen to what others have to say. Don't just brush them off thinking you know it all just because of your position. You just might learn something. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe even learned something. Please subscribe and give a thumbs up. The topics on this channel are difficult and sometimes there's a difference of opinions, but that's okay. Be blessed. Be encouraged, and I'll see you in the next video.